Do you strive or do you have goals for chart success?
I think I think you found success when you're able to make a living at what you're doing. Not necessarily money or having mansions and cars and things. I think when you're able to just make music and pay your bills, then to me, you made it.
I'd be happy to kick out Taylor Swift and Hannah Montana and all that stuff. One of our songs can make it up there. So, but it's not the main goal. The main goal is to be happy and to pay our bills and, take care of our family, take care of our friends.
And speaking of Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus listed, or has named Jett as one of her personal spiritual guides. Yes. And let's talk about your relationship with Jett. What was that like for you when she walked up to you after that performance and said, I want to make you a star?
She said she would give us a record deal. So.
She's very intimidating because she's done so much in her career, so it's definitely an honor to know that she wanted us on board with her team. But as we got to know her, we learned a lot about staying true to yourself. She never changed who she was. She's completely humble. She's a sweetheart, and I think
taking risks.
And she's been like that since she was a teenager. Yeah, she did. And I think she's a great example of women in rock and how to be, and just keeping it together and still doing it at the age she is. Still not giving
Still
up.
looks fine.
Yeah. But she's a great mentor to have, definitely.
And Joan listed Susie Quatro as one of her favorites growing up, and Susie Quatro formed a band called Fanny.
Yes.
I just wondered if you're aware that
Yes.
that was a coincidence,
familiar
Bonnie and
with
Fanny. Yeah. Do you have much collaboration? Do you talk to her as you're doing production? How's that?
We did have she worked with us on Trio BC because actually ended up writing a song called Joan in the City. And her and Kenny Laguna did some producing with that song and with Vino and Davey, which is actually not on the album. So we worked with them during that album, and when we do write new songs, like she loved Exits and all the rest, she came into the studio when we were finishing up some of the recordings, and she's always given us her support, and you can see in her eyes when she's really excited about a song that we've written. So every now and then when she does pop up, it's always in good.
She lets us be ourselves. She doesn't tell us how to look or how to be or how to sound. It's pure support.
That's one of the blessings we've had on Upcoming Records.
What was it like when you were touring with Morrissey? Because you were certainly very much, your band was influenced, your early music influenced by that period, and then to have him come up and say, I would like you to be on my tour, must have just been mind-blowing.
1,000 times, yeah.
It was just, it kind of just went by so fast. We were doing our own tour, and that night we had a show in New York, and although we loved it in New York, it's very chaotic, driving, parking, watching equipment, it's fast, it's like, oh man, and you're excited for the band at the same time, you're like, man, so we're just getting our mindset, like, we were like, okay, show tonight, and all of a sudden we get this phone call, and they asked us, we need an opening act, would you like to finish the rest of the East Coast tour? Of course, yeah,
I think we had to play that night.
Yeah, first after we did. We had a gig that night, of course we canceled that gig.
Oh yeah.
Played, and then after doing the show with Morrissey, then we presented us if we'd like to finish the rest of the tour with them, because he had to see if he liked us or not.
But it was great. We get many fans are like, what is he like? Oh my God.
It smells good. Smells like church.
Like, typically stay away a lot of the times. We would hide in our dressing room.
Or hide in the wall. He walked by once, and it's like Medusa, I didn't want to catch eyes with him, so he was the wall.
You know, we're really weird.
Yeah.
We're just trying to
We are.
stay out of it.
We went also invited us overseas, which was our first time playing overseas, and what a first time, right? You know,
It was our first big tour, so we kind of learned how to open up for acts that were selling out theaters and things like that. So it taught us a lot. It taught us how to go on
It's
these
like working
kind of
boot
tours.
camp. We
Exactly.
get on stage, you do your job, you can get off stage.
Is there much of a
Yeah.
relationship between the opening act and the headliner in that kind of circumstance, or are they just kind of like you've got your two camps, these roadies don't talk to these roadies, and we don't talk to the
everybody
film?
was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool, and then, you know, growing up in San Antonio, you learn respect, you know, you hold the door open for people, you say please, you say thank you. So it's kind of the same way, it's your working environment, we learned where we can cross our boundaries and
Learn about how they are.
And then when we went on tour to Tina and Sarah's, they were like, you know, you guys can come and talk to us, right? Yes, ma'am.
You gotta learn different attitudes
Yeah,
of everyone
you learn
and work
not
around that.
too much, you know, just enough, and as they say, give you an inch.
And you've got the upcoming tour overseas, right?
Yes.
Yeah. How did that flush out?
There's a festival called El Beach in Germany, and they invited us to come play. So from there, we got invited to the University of Limerick to do a synopsis and Right Girl and acoustic performance, and then we booked a gig in Dublin, and then I believe we're working on Berlin. So we just kind of worked around that festival.
Listen to your woman, but not closely.